Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am here this morning to speak about the investigations into Planned Parenthood and to the sale of fetal tissues. We are beginning this process in our Energy and Commerce Committee, and we are approaching this in a thoughtful manner, beginning these investigations as we look at life rights and focus on the lives of these unborn children and the mothers who have gone through this process. You know, it is so interesting to me as we have this discussion of fetal tissue sales and what all has transpired in the selling of these tissues, that we look to science. And what science has shown us is that these are not blobs of tissue, these are babies. And this weekend I had the opportunity to go to a baby shower, and a very excited grandmother showed me the sonogram, the picture of her unborn granddaughter, already named, being celebrated. And as we looked at it, we could distinguish these features of this child yet unborn, but this child fully formed and developing and sleeping in their mother's womb. And there was great excitement to celebrate this arrival, and we know that this is a fight worth having and a process worth ending as we look at the selling of these fetal organs and what has transpired. Now, everyone is familiar with what happened with Kermit Gosnell in his House of Horrors. And we know there was a conviction. But what we've learned is those convictions are very rare. And we have moved now to the video footage that the Center for Medical Progress released, and we see that this is absolutely sickening, abhorrent. These videos have raised a lot of suspicion about what has transpired in these Planned Parenthood affiliates and in these clinics, and questions as to whether they have systematically and repeatedly broken laws. And I will, for the record, submit the detailed laws. Obtaining informed consent for fetal tissue donation. How is that approached? Killing infants born alive after an attempted induced abortion. Who are the persons entitled to legal protection here? As you look at a botched abortion and you have a child born alive, all of a sudden you've got two patients there that you are considering. Dr. Deborah Nucatella, Senior Director of Medical Services, Planned Parenthood for America, describes harvesting human tissues. In one of the videos, she talks about crushing this part or the other part of the baby in order to get a good specimen. To listen to her callous description and her casual manner is sickening, but it also may violate some of the federal laws which prohibit alteration of abortion procedures to obtain fetal tissue. In another video, a technician says, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this fetus and its heart is beating, and I don't know what to think. I don't know if that constitutes it's technically dead or it's alive. Imagine that. Imagine that. This baby, if it had arrived in a hospital with a NICU and doctors surrounding it, there would have been a rush to make certain that life was saved. And God bless those NICU specialists who work with these preemie babies. We have all spent time with them and are grateful that they are there. The cheap veneer of the left, the defense of abortion as a matter of reproductive choice, is wearing thin. Reproductive rights, as I said, let's talk about life rights. Let's discuss life rights. It's Constitution Day. The right to life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. You know, we've got several bills that our members are bringing forward. I will submit these for the record along, Mr. Chairman, with those Democrats that voted for the Born Alive Infants Protection Act of 2002, which was passed in this House by a voice vote. With that, I yield back the balance of my time.